Hello everyone, it's Mark from This Is The Music and welcome back to another episode of the This Is The Music Meets podcast, the podcast where I dive deep into the stories behind the rising bands shaping the indie scene. Before we get started, please hit that like button and leave a comment. It will really help the podcast reach more people and support the bands that I feature. Right then, it's time for episode 174, and I'm delighted to be joined by Chris and Richie from Grimsby four-piece Shines to chat about the band's brilliant new single, Late for Days, live dates, Grimsby Town Football Club, and much, much more. So, Chris and Richie, it's a very warm welcome to the This Is The Music Meets podcast. How you both doing?
Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, spot on. Yeah.
Good, good. Great to have you here. And obviously the last time that we saw each other was at the Social in London's West End for the inaugural the Indie Social. How was the gig for you? But probably more importantly, how was your hangover the next day?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. First time in London as this band. So yeah, me and Chris went out afterwards. The gig was great, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's a great gig.
It was great.
Daytime, so daytime drinking. It was always,
Yeah.
a lot of fun. It was packed. It was absolutely packed. I remember when we did the sound check, and it's sort of one of them things that it's a long trek from Grimsby to London. So you hear the bands that get these gigs in London and they go to play like to One Man and His Dog, and it cost them a bomb to get there. And you never know. So we sort of went down there, was like, did the sound check, and was like,
Yeah.
going to be all right.
Yeah.
And then went back, dumped our stuff in the hotel room. We come back and we opened the door, and it was you just couldn't move, could you?
No, it was great. Yeah. It was
So we was like, this is well worth it. This is not One Man and His Dog. So yeah, it was great. We've obviously been this year doing new songs, so it was good to sort of have a full room to just, make a bit of eye contact really. When you're playing a new song, you can have a look and, oh, do you like it? Or you can see if it's any good, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember when I left that you were both throwing some very well, I was going to say impressive. I'll leave that up to other people to decide. But that's it. Yeah, very impressive shapes there on the dance floor. Good, lovely music, big movers. What would you rather do?
Chris can make shapes.
And I think at one point it was playing a bit of like, not sure, like a bit of Northern Soul, if I can remember, or yeah. So that gets me going. That I love a bit of Northern Soul, Motown, and that. But just the venue, and as well, it's like you don't expect it to be that busy. We didn't expect it to be that busy for a daytime gig, and it was like it's just the old vibe from start to finish was absolutely spot on. Loved it.
I'd go as far as saying so. Like, sort of after that gig, we was even like, when you play on a night time, and let's say your main support, so you've been at the venue from 5. You're not getting on stage till like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
You've got a lot of catching up
drinks, can't you? But I thought daytime drinking for our band would be really good. Like we was great. We was like all really, we didn't really have a chance to have a.
Basically, you get 2 nights out, don't you? You do.
Yeah.
At the night time, you get 2 nights out in one.
We
got 2 for 1 that night. That day, which was good.
Happy days, definitely. And let's sort of start at the very beginning. Then, how then did Shines first come together? Because I say you obviously are you're obviously a four-piece. So how did you start?
Well, it's only a small town, Grimsby. So everyone knows each other. Went through a time where, obviously I've always been passionate about music, but went through a time where I wasn't really in a band. And I've been in bands before when I was a little bit younger and stuff, but went through a little bit of time not being in a band, and then just really on past experience. I don't think like starting a band is as easy as it used to be. It's very hard this time around because you learn from all previous mistakes, if you know what I mean. And I think the main thing for me when we started this is to have people in the band that wanted to be in a band. You know, like, and it sounds so daft, but it can really hold you back if there's a couple of people in the band that don't.
Commitment, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean, we've done this based on fun. You know, we don't have like a set night that we go to rehearsals or anything like that. You know, and we're quite blasé about it. But it's the passion that when you get in that room, it's not a wasted time. Like I know loads of people in bands who like they'll go and they'll jam. You know, they'll say like, "Oh, we're going for a jam for a couple of hours," and they never have anything. And I've been to like jam sessions, and they are really boring. You know. So yeah, it's been really productive. When we get in the room for like 3 or 4 hours, we tend to sort of come our way with a couple of songs, which just having the other people around you, you know, who really want to make some music and enjoy it. You know, it's not a rubbish hobby, is it? You know, being in a band.
No, definitely not. And has there ever been then, like, since Shine started, where you sort of like felt that either the live shows or maybe like the songs that you've been putting out, that did you ever feel that, you know what, we've got something here, you know, people are really getting into and, you know, sort of digging what it is that we're trying to do as a band?
First Spiders gig, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, the very first gig we did. So the first record we put out, we put it out as like a full piece, and we'd not played any shows with it. We'd made this record, and we sort of made a band after we'd made the records, and it was only really playing the first show that you just thought, all right, okay, because when we'd done a few like sort of jam sessions. we weren't jamming, but we'd done a few sessions where. Yeah, so we're a jamming sort of band, you know.
You didn't like jam.
I know we wasn't jamming. No, I think we recorded the album before we'd even had a band. You know, we'd used different sort of methods to record each other, and we got someone to mix and master it. It was only really meant to be demos, and we heard it as a full piece, and it was like, right, this is really good. Then it was sort of twisting a few people's arms to be, should we play this live, you know? And then, yeah, it only really sort of, when we played it live, and people just went mad, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was like, all right, we'll do a band then again, you know?
Yeah, it's like a local venue.
It shouldn't have been, yeah.
Yeah, Spider's Web, Cleethorpes. It's like, I think it holds what, 80, but we had about 100 in there, didn't we? And it just sold out. Just sold out, didn't it?
Yeah,
It was like
listening to these demos that we'd had mixed and mastered and put out as the album How It Ends. That was the album.
So I'd say people got into us just by listening to it in the
before we even had
it.
Yeah.
And then
we you know, when they asked you for your category, like what genre you are, sort of thing.
Yeah.
We had this thing like bedroom pop, because that's all it really was. We'd made an album of just like bouncing ideas around each other, you know, and just it was lo-fi, and then sort of you get attached to the songs, you fall in love with them a bit, and our mate did a mix and master of them. We listened to that, I was like, that's really good, you know, and it's
There you are.
Yeah, so playing it live, it was when we
realised we had sort of something, didn't we?
Yeah, definitely. And sort of then sort of fast forwarding sort of up until to this year, because you've had a very busy sort of like release time so far, because you've put out Same Streets, Different Ghosts, Valentine, and now come out a couple of weeks ago, Late for Days. It's very impressive release history in terms of the speed and everything that you're putting out new songs. So does this sort of run of releases, does that hint of, you know, something maybe like a little bit bigger, like later on in the year in terms, you know, are you looking at an EP or maybe even like another album?
So what we've done is, obviously, we were speaking about the first album and how it was bedroom pop and we just sort of put it out. But after that, we did a run of shows. We did the first show and then we said, right, let's take this, and we did a few shows. And then a guy turned up at one of our shows, and he was like, "It's really, really good." And then he came to watch us in Manchester, and he had a contract for us from Echo Base Records, Ross, and he was sort of like, do you want to put some records out? And we was like, well, yeah, this is fucking great. So we got sort of had to get our shit together a bit, didn't we? Really. And then at the start of the year, once we sort of said, right, we're gonna have a go at this, we made ourselves a bit of a tried to put pressure on ourselves. I think it always works. But we said what we're going to do this year is we're going to release something once every 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're going to write it, we're going to record it, and then we're going to release it, and we're not going to hold on it for too long. That was before we had anything written for this year, by the way. So
right.
We released Same Streets, Different Ghosts. That was our first release with Echo Base in January. And then we just sort of got into a rhythm really quickly this year of writing and recording. Got a really, really easy process. Our mate comes down, he records Chris's drums first, then we'll put the bass on, the guitar on, then we'll sing, and then it's finished. It'll be mixed and mastered, whatever. And that's it. And it's working it that quick. And so because we sort of got ahead of ourselves, we asked Echo Base what about the idea of us maybe doing a B-side to each of these songs? And I was like, what? It's like the digital age, isn't it?
Who does B-sides these days? Yeah.
Well, a B-side don't really exist, does it? Because everything's digital. But for me personally, I like the ethos of a B-side. And I like all the bands that I really admire and enjoy, I enjoy a lot of their B-sides. And I always found that was a time in a band where you can experiment a bit. By calling it a B-side, you can sort of just go, well, that is what it is. Yeah. And then when shackles are off as well, and when the guys at Echo Base are also saying to us, yeah, go for it. We'll keep up with you. Sort of, if you want to make regular releases and you want to go from 8 weeks releasing to 4 weeks releasing, we're happy. Let's go for it. So now we're doing every 4 weeks. We're releasing something.
Yeah, 2 songs every 4 weeks.
2 songs every 8 weeks. Yeah, 2 songs every 8 weeks. So
yeah,
it's
just an excuse to whack 2 singles out every 8 weeks, isn't it?
It is. It keeps the pressure on the guys at Echo Base.
Yeah.
Got the next one queued in. And it's good. It's really good. But for us, and certainly as like someone, I enjoy making music. That's why I got into it. I enjoy making something from scratch, and to have everyone involved and it be at such a fast pace like that. When we're listening to, I've done songs in the past, and you can get bored of your own song really quick. But doing it this way, when we're listening to stuff back, it sounds new because it is new.
It's like, hang about, I haven't listened to that yet properly.
Yeah.
It's like a company about it. It's factory line.
And we're recording them and sort of going back and going, right, let's make it sound like how we've recorded it now. So we're really...
I'm still trying to learn the drums for the last one.
I think it's a bit of an experiment what we're doing this year. And me personally, and this is how I see it, I know there's a lot of... when it comes to bands nowadays and that, everyone's sort of got a business model and a strategy, that they're going to go with for the band. I hear a lot of that, and it don't really apply to us. We're not spring chickens, but we're certainly not past it.
Don't tell them how old it is.
Yeah, but for us,
that's the group. They're more groupies now.
Well, for us, let's say if we took 6 months off to go and make an EP or an album, then we put the EP album out, and then we're going to go take another 6 months off to go make another EP and album, and before you know it, you've lost a year. Do you know? And not reason why maybe other projects that I've done in the past didn't take off, but you'd put something out and then that's it, you'd disappear for a few months again, and then what you're essentially doing is you're starting from scratch every time you come back. So we thought, as a bit of an experiment this year, why don't we just try and make ourselves impossible to ignore? And to have something out every 4 weeks, a new body of work every 4 weeks, and go, look, this is where we're at now. And you know it's from us and it's genuine from now, because we're not sat on this batch of songs that we're going to go into a studio and spend $5,000 to go and record these 12 songs that we've already got demos, let's say. We're just gonna give you them every 4 weeks, and we're gonna keep. I mean, like a cycle for a release. It's a bit, but you know what? I mean, we'll use this as content, but so let's say as a release cycle, there's certain things you've got to do as a band. But there's things that can work in your favour. So like if you've got stuff like content and stuff like that, you need to angle everything around your single, where it's quite simple for us. We can do like a bit of footage from us making the song. We can do the picture of the artwork and say pre-save it. Then we can put the song out. We can go play the song, and then we can go do that again. And you've sort of got something to do instead of us doing a dance on TikTok after 8 weeks because we're fear of being irrelevant or, you know, or fizzling out, you know, the momentum going. So we've got to go do this daft dance. Just to have something every 4 weeks, it's nice, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah. First of all, I just want to say, with what Ross and Lane at Echo Base, what they're doing with the label, obviously, you know, getting some fantastic bands on there, and you know, brilliant to see it, and obviously giving bands, you know, an opportunity to develop and obviously get music done like properly, not
Nice for us, aren't they?
just throwing it out there. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can see that definitely.
They'll back anything, you know. We're going to. I mean, we'll have a laugh. I don't know how everyone else communicates. Maybe the other guys in the other bands at the label, maybe they have to do an email, but we sort of get them on FaceTime. We're like, we've got another song, and they're like, right, we'll facilitate.
Let's do it.
Give us the artwork, and let's go with it. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and just to say as well, what you said there about the TikTok dancing and cooking pasta at home with whoever, that is a massive bugbear of mine. And I think actually how you're doing it, how Shines are approaching it, actually is really refreshing. Actually, just because in my opinion, and it probably doesn't count for that much to be honest, but certainly in my opinion, it should be about the music, not about, oh great, we can do this, you know, whatever the latest dance trend is, or whatever it might be.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, if we get lazy and we start doing other stuff and not being in the band, then in a few months' time it might be cooking fish for Chris.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But there's no need for that. There's no need for that because we will have a sort, you know.
Never cooked a fish in my life. You know what I mean?
Coming soon. Watch this space.
Yeah. Cooking. It's got quite a bit of a twang to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. Cooking fish for Chris.
Cooking fish for Chris. Yeah.
Did you say it short tongued?
Cooking fish with Cliff. Or cooking fish with Chris.
He does some really good impressions, you know. He does some really good impressions.
Brilliant.
I can tell you, mate. I can tell you without a doubt. You know what I mean? Basically, it's easy. The old Southern slang, right? You know what I mean?
Jules Holland does.
No.
He does a really good Jules Holland.
Yeah, go on.
Welcome, Shines.
We should start this podcast with that. You should introduce it.
No.
The music shines.
The site to Echo Base Shines. Yeah.
Brilliant, love.
It's me second uncle.
And just about obviously the 3 songs that you've released this year, I think one of the important things to say as well is that they don't sound the same. They're all different. So you sort of touched a little bit on the creative process there, but when it comes to writing songs, is it like a solo thing? Is it, you know, and then it gets presented to the rest of the band, or, you know, you're all in a room just going, I'll use the word that you used earlier, jam. How does it work?
Yeah, I mean, we've got obviously the other 2 guys out here, but we've got a guitarist in. It's called Ethan. He's a little bit younger than us, and he is just brilliant. He's full of energy, you know, like he's a dog. He's like a dog that needs a walk all the time, you know, like
It's like a little Jack Russell.
And to be honest, it's a breath of fresh air because I've been in bands with people and you go, oh, we've got a gig on Tuesday in bloody Stoke, you know. He's it. All the lads in this band, they're all, but nothing's a chore, you know, he's ready for it. And
yeah,
he'll tend to come round to my house and we'll say, right, we're going to write. So we've got, I mean, there's pressure on us now because we've committed to, right, okay, we're going to give you something every 8 weeks. We've got that pressure and it's always in the back of our mind. So we're having like a creative session and we're trying to build demos. So me and Ethan will usually work and sort of build the song up. And then we'll send it to Chris and Danny and go, right, check this out. Do you like this? And they'll go, yeah, we really like that one. And then we'll go, right, well, we'll get in the rehearsal room on Wednesday. We'll go through it. And at the point we're at, we're sort of a bit like, if it don't work instantly, scrap it. You know, like lob it, you know, get rid of it.
Well on it does.
Yeah, I mean, we're not, yeah. I've tried to work on songs before and it shouldn't really be like that. I do think with music and that, there's a bit of magic that comes from.
You're not feeling it, it's not happening.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to work on it too much. It should just. So, yeah, the songs that you get from us are stuff that's worked for us instantly. You know, we've all gone, oh, yeah. And it's been a fast process. And I like that about them. You can hear it. I do feel like you can hear it when you're listening to the songs, like that we haven't dilly-dallied around with them too much. You know?
yeah, in and out, and yeah, demoed, recorded, bang.
Next.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously your new single, "Late for Days," has just recently been released, and it's had some fantastic feedback from none other than John Kennedy on his Exposure show, and John described the song as another winner from Grimsby greats Shines. When you're getting something, obviously we all know John Kennedy in terms of what he does to promote, you know, emerging bands and all of that, the platform that he gives. But when it's like for your band, for Shines, how does that, I don't just like, this sounds really corny, but like, how does that make you feel? Like, what's your reaction to knowing that he is sat there, he's listened to your song and he's gone, yeah, do you know what? It's getting on my show and this is what I think about it.
Can I just say before Dutton answers this, it just reminded me I owe him 50 quid for saying that now. Sorry, John. It'll be in your bank tomorrow. But I can answer that one. No, it's great. I mean, I've been in previous bands which have done quite well. A previous band that's done quite well, and John Kennedy's supported that band, and he's also come on board and supported Shines. He's been there literally since day one, and he genuinely does like our music.
I think so far, and I mean, we're gonna know if the next song's rubbish because so far, touch wood, he's played every single song that we've released. Everything we've sent to him and said, "Oh, this is our new song." He's played it.
Yeah.
Should we send the next
one? He blocks us.
That's it.
But it's him anyway.
Job. No, I'm joking.
Well, what he does is Chris is a bit of a night owl, and he will send. He speaks to John Kennedy anyway.
I work shifts.
and he does sort of badger him. I know he's like, go on, give us our song. And I think you need a little bit of that in a band. Do you know, it's all right having that perfect email that lands with the EPK in it, you know. It's all right having that, but I just think a little bit of cheek and sometimes a little bit of a shoulder and just go, oh, put our bloody song on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Don't ask, don't get, innit? He's just a normal person like ourselves. Just, you know, will you play it? Yes or no?
That's it. And I think
he's played it.
I think the way he messages people's good because you know what the world's like now. You're opening emails and everyone says, "Hope you are well," and you think you won't even read that.
Yeah,
you won't read that. You know, so I think getting a message off him at 1 a.m, you know, with no commas or full stops.
Well, give me some credit. 2:30 in the morning. I'm a nightmare. But no, it works. It does work, and obviously, you know, he's just a top guy, honestly. And
He is.
And he just, I just love the way he supports not just ourselves but all other bands and trying to break through and stuff. And it's just giving that. He's a bit like a John Peel kind of guy to me. I think he's kind of.
You do notice when you listen to his show, like, I mean, we've been on other radio stations before, and if you're in a band, you're going to stay up and listen to your song, even if it's on at 3 in the morning. You're staying up to listen to it. It's the same song you've heard every version of it. You know, it's your song, but to have it played on the radio, we still do now, don't we? Alexa. Oh, sorry.
You'll have to explain to him what is that about. He's got everything. Alexa, brush my teeth. Alexa, close the blinds. Alexa, turn the TV. I'm
setting her off.
Oh, I've set her off again.
This is a first for the This Is the Music Meets podcast to have Alexa included on it, but just sticking with
the live land.
She won't open a can of. She won't open a can of cider. Unfortunately,
we got this flat, and it's called a smart apartment, but things don't work as they should. I mean, the blinds do work. You say, Alexa, shut the blinds. Underfloor heating on. She's quite clever, but there's only so much she can do. You know,
don't do the washing all.
I think she's fell out with us, to be honest.
Yeah, she does.
She's
rubbish. I think we need a different one.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Wait, what happened to Ask Jeeves?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is a throwback. Wow, that is a blast from the past. That is Ask Jeeves. Wow.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. What a guy.
Wounded ears.
I'm referring to her. She's getting on my wick.
Oh, that's Siri. Siri's on his way out, and Siri's in the same nursing home as bloody James. Yeah. See you later.
So, just coming back before we get sued by Amazon or something like that for giving negative reviews on their product.
Bring back Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. But obviously, as part of the release with Late for Days, you obviously put like a little music video together for it. How much do you enjoy that that side of things?
Yeah, well, just recently, I mean, we've always really we've enjoyed doing music videos, and for the first few Shines releases ever, really, we always tried to do the single with a music video. The last couple we've tried to sort of do them a bit ourselves. For Late for Days, what I did is my cousin lives in Canterbury with his missus, and we are at a pace making these songs. And they'd said, "Oh, we'd like to do a music video or something." They've always said that. We're just in conversation. And I went, "Well, just film each other natural. Don't, over egg it or out. I don't want it to. I didn't send him a storyline or out. Just went film each other, just sort of natural. Send us it, and we'll put it together, sort of thing." And we did, and we used that for Late for Days. I mean, we've got some really good music videos that we spent a lot of time on. But yeah, for Late for Days, we didn't go to a lot of trouble, and certainly for this for the Falling of the Horse, the new song that's out on the 8th of May,
we went through a lot of trouble.
So the new song Falling of the Horse, I originally wrote it about one of my friends is a big gambler, and it lost a lot of money. Well, he lost everything, to be honest, and I sort of started to write a song about him, and I used the line "the falling of the horse." There's a lyric in there that says "you're 10 to 1 now," and it was called "the falling of the horse." So I used a few references about gambling in the song, just so he'd hear it. Really, it wasn't meant to really go much further than that. And then it did. So we for the music video, what we thought would be a good idea, and just really simple. Like I say, we are trying to churn things out. So we just got a rubber horse's head for him,
Oh, everyone knows it's me.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't have really said. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler. So we just give, everyone will know it's him. Everyone's gonna know it's him.
Yeah,
But
I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah.
he got a rubber horse's head on. I took him down the seafront and I just let him spend 20 quid of my money in the arcade machines, lose it, and just have a bit of fun with the horse's head on, really. And that's going to be the music video for that.
Yeah,
It cost us an afternoon, 4 cans down the beach. It was all right.
I think it was what 25 minutes, half an hour, wasn't it?
Half an hour,
and that was it. And we've done it on a phone.
On a phone, yeah.
So it look a bit grainy, a bit real.
Yeah, you can't get it that way, but you can get it that way. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, it'll look great. on your big telly at home, it's just down the middle, unfortunately. But
deal with it.
You watch Coronation Street in that one, and you're scrolling. Apparently, people only watch the first 15 seconds of your music video anyway, so at least you get to see him with his horse's head on, and you'll enjoy that.
Jumping around and doing all sorts, and you've obviously got obviously the music releases. It's obviously been quite busy, but sort of so far you've got 9 dates booked in for 2026. Obviously, you've already done 3 of them so far. What is it that you guys enjoy about playing live the most?
It's playing to people that are into your music and seeing you just play live and having everybody there supporting you, even though they're supporting you online and stuff like that. You don't see that. Obviously, you see it, but you don't feel it. You feel it. You feel it more live. You feel it more live.
It's no better than your mates at the front and they know your song. You're like, oh, this is ace,
It's just that feeling before, you 10 minutes before you go on. It's like you get that twitchy and that, and you still get it, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what I love about playing live and doing gigs. It's just amazing. And obviously, when we play out of town, for example, when we played London, we didn't know who we was playing to. We had a good response, didn't we?
Yeah.
Absolute great response. And sometimes when we've played London in previous bands, it's not gone down as well, has it? It was, it's just, for me, playing live is just playing to all the people there and feeling it, basically.
Yeah, sure. And obviously amongst those gigs that I just meant the 9 shows that you've got booked for this year, you've obviously got a couple of festival dates as well. You're playing Reepham Festival and Shop Local Festival as well in Grimsby. How excited are you for festival season this year?
Yeah, we'll definitely shout out Shop Local Festival because in our local area, last year it was the first year of Shop Local, and they did a festival with just the local bands, which it shouldn't have worked, really. It shouldn't have worked, but it was ace.
Grassroots festival. It was like local grassroots festival.
It was really good, and I tell you what, fair play to them, because last year was really good, and this year they've put it on the festival. It's 2 days, and it's curated with all the local bands. It is a get together, but it was just really, really. I'm really looking forward to that this year.
So August bank holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, August bank holiday.
Still, I think there's still tickets left for that, but they are shifting from what I've gathered. But yeah, that's great. It's good as well because it's sort of like brings everyone together, and it's.
I mean, you wouldn't think from a place like Grimsby we've got like a big conveyor belt of music, but there really is. There really is. There is a music scene here. And I'm proud to be part of it. Do you know, like, I am. And I'm proud of where we're from as well, to be honest. Grimsby, you only have to say it. And people they go, oh, the Brothers Grimsby, or they say, oh, Fish, whatever. But there's a bit of romance to this town. It was mentioned before, but I think you can obviously be a bit nostalgic about your own town as well, but I do really think, for a town that is a bit of a dead-end town, there's always been a conveyor belt of music, and especially at the minute. I mean, you've listened to me and him have a bit of a laugh with tonight, whatever, but
definitely,
if you are watching this and you're trying to dig out some new bands, have a little look at some of the bands coming out of Grimsby, because some good lads and lasses, you know, putting music out. And I think there's something about a town where things don't go great for everyone that makes people sort of write music a little bit more, you know, or something a bit more sentiment.
Yeah, no, definitely. I know, obviously, apart from yourselves, I'm aware of Healer. Have you come across them before?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
obviously a great band, and it's really good to hear as well about the Shop local festival. Chris, you were just saying there that tickets are obviously selling pretty quick. So, yeah, August Bank Holiday weekend, get your tickets and go and support, grassroots music, because I think it's fair to say that it's massively important now more than ever. I think really to be showing that support. You know, we've all heard various stories, promoters having to cancel gigs or people just not turning up, and as you both mentioned earlier, turn up and play in front of one man and his dog is not it's not much fun for anybody. To be
See a
fair.
lot of this though. I've seen a lot of this. Like, just touching on what you said there, you do see it online a lot now, and it's like, we're going to have to pull this show because there's not been enough pre-tickets bought, you know, for this show. But when I first started bands, that was never a thing.
Mm.
You know, you had to take a bit of a punt as a band, but also the other person who has to take a bit of a punt is the promoter.
Mm-hmm.
And you've sort of got to go willing and think, right, you know, are people going to turn up to this on the night? I know what I'm like, just me personally. I mean, if I think something's going to sell out, I'll buy a ticket, of course. But when you're thinking of local bands, you don't always think the show's going to sell out. So you think you can just turn up on the night, you know. People have sort of got to still take a bit of a gamble with that, you know, and they're not. Some of my best shows have been to 3 people. but you can't just start pulling out, it's not, you know.
That's the guitarist and the drummer, by the way. No, but I know what you're saying.
You've got to go for it, you know, at the end of the day. I think the promoter's done his work and people know about it. There's some posters up. People will come, you know, even if they haven't bought pre-tickets. You've got to. I can remember doing gigs and we've been stood outside the venue, really sort of cushioning people to, when I was younger, God, come here and watch us. We're having a night laugh, you know.
I'll pay you in.
Yeah, I'll pay you in. There's a kind of Stella there as well, stand at the front. Get him with his top off. Come on, you're coming in here.
2016, get in there.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, then we'll get cracking on with this last little bit. Okay, right. Let's go from here. Now, I've got to talk to you both about football because I know that you're massive Grimsby Town fans. Obviously, before we're recording this episode, Grimsby are sitting in 6th place in League Two. Final game of the season this Saturday. A draw or a win against Tranmere Rovers will ensure that you are in the playoffs. But obviously, I understand that Tranmere are only 1 point off the relegation zone, so it's
we're in the playoffs. No, we're in the playoffs now.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to get? Do you think you'll get promoted? I don't know how you got on in the other league season with the other teams.
Yeah, they've got that same mentality as like when it was John McAtee and we've done Wrexham and all that lot. So I can see us going up. I can see us winning the playoffs, to be honest.
Yeah, and in terms
of the town,
I'm going to go for a shit because I don't like football. I don't follow the town.
He played my lad at FIFA the other day, and my lad come through and he went, he's only tried to pass to the linesman. I'm a Town fan. I go religiously. I've always gone to watch Town. And they put our new single on the playlist last weekend.
Brilliant.
And to be in the ground and hear our song on the tannoy. I mean, they haven't got the sound system that they've got, you know, in London.
Wembley.
But even to hear it through that tannoy was just like, yeah, we're on the pre-match playlist. You know, that was cool. So
yeah.
Town are going up. The Town are going up.
Brilliant. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be keeping my eyes out for the score on over at the weekend. But moving back on to sort of more music questions now on every This Is the Music Meets podcast, to sort of finish with a kind of like a bit of a quick fire-ish round. But we'll ease you into it first. Tea or coffee? What's your go-to?
Yorkshire tea, mate.
Oh, yes. Coffee.
It's a coffee, man.
Chris for the win. Chris for the win.
Yorkshire, it's
got to be Yorkshire tea, mate. There's nothing else wakes you up in the morning other than me Jack Russell shitting on my face. The Yorkshire tea. Can't beat it, mate. It just brings you up nice and dandy.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Are you Yorkshire tea, man, then?
Oh, Yorkshire tea all the way. Yeah,
you can tell, can't you? You can tell if someone's made you a brew. Is that Yorkshire tea, or is it an Aldi's or Lidl or whatever?
Yeah, or any other. Yeah, Tetley's, whatever, mate.
Gold blend.
Gold blend. Gold cup. Oh, my mate. Yeah, spot on.
Being
the 1 point for me.
Being in the studio or on stage, what do you prefer doing?
Stage.
Studio.
Studio. Yeah. Oh, that surprises me. That, to be fair.
So, yeah, I like the creative process. So
yeah. You can
go on stage without it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I can't eat your toast back, put the butter on it.
You have to be a covers band. We all know.
Yeah. Play that Oasis.
Play that Oasis, Wonderwall. Play one we all know. I've had enough of this. I've had original music. I've had it up to here. I'm at the end of my tether with original music.
Brilliant. I'm pretty confident that I know the answer to this next question. A quiet night in or throwing some shapes at an indie disco?
Oh, quiet night in all day long.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, the thing is, you caught me out anyway because I was cutting some shapes in London, wasn't I?
That's it.
Johnny was in that, yeah. Yeah. A quiet night out.
Wherever you see talcum powder, you'll find him. So.
Yeah, the Northern Soul.
The Northern Soul.
So, what I'd like to know is, I think you've got some records, I think, there to hand that you want to show me that sort of are your sort of top 3 records, I believe.
Top 3 records at the minute. We got told.
Sorry, yeah.
So Chris has got the first one.
Happy Easter. Nah.
Nice. Yeah.
Beach Russell's brilliant album.
We
went to watch him in Manchester. Great night. Just need to get people in Grimsby into him more because they need to get educated because he's a brilliant band.
You love them, mate, Chris.
I love him. I absolutely love him. That's my you're next.
So my choice was Matt DeMarco. I like this guy. He doesn't take himself too seriously.
Looking at something good.
Yeah. I only really got into Matt DeMarco a couple of years ago. I'd heard a song and I was clicked on YouTube and thought, let's find out. And then I clicked on one of his songs and it was there's millions of people who know about this guy and I'd never even heard of him before. So I've dug out some of his music and yeah, Matt DeMarco is brilliant.
He's like Jamie T. If Jamie T did drink and do whatever.
He's loads better than that. Loads better than that. And then we had a couple more albums as well. So this year, the Cribs' new album, Selling a Vibe. I went to see this tour just recently. Cribs for me have always been, when we was on about B-sides, Cribs have always done amazing B-sides. And the Cribs for me have always been, again, I like their ethos, nothing's ever polished too much.
Yeah.
A little bit rough around the edges.
A bit like ourselves.
You can hear the Northern. You can hear it in the voice. They don't try and sing there's this that singing where it's a bit like American, but like Ronan Keating, yeah.
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 They're never like that. They just sing like the From Wakefield. They sing like the From Wakefield, and I like that.
That's very Queen-esque, isn't it?
Yeah. I know they do like Queen, but yeah, it's a great album. Their new album's great.
So
we like that
vibe. That's good for we've got 2 bids on that now.
And then the last one we brought to the table was another band that we've only just really got into recently, but TV Girl. Really great vocal delivery, great lyrics. And the actual vinyl to this is, look at that.
Oh,
Can you see that?
yeah.
That's amazing. I want their
that.
I want their player.
You know, to be honest, out of them three, I think this one's been in most. This is a good afters one. TV Girl at the Afters is great. Yeah, I really like them. I think they're playing in Belfast. It's either around about now or like next month or something like that. Lots of tickets, but they're about 300 quid. So, and you've got to get a plane to Belfast. So
That's it.
Fuck that.
And do you know as well that the thing that I like there about that is he's obviously it's the physical copy, isn't it? It's having that to hold, to look at the
vinyl.
the vinyl there as
smell
well.
it,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
smell it, put it on. Just have 5
Keep
minutes to yourself. You know,
feels real when you're putting it on, doesn't it?
it does. I mean, I don't come in if I'm on the move. Alexa, I shouldn't have said that.
Having trouble connecting to the internet.
I know you are.
We know. We're sorry.
You're sacked. You're sacked.
Amateurs.
James is back tomorrow. Get out. Pack your stuff and go.
But yeah. So obviously you do things on the move. But you know, when I'm chilling out, you can get a vinyl, put it on, and just have a bit of time for yourself. 15 minutes, whatever. It is nice to listen to it like that.
Yeah.
It is nice. It's nice to have some in your hand. And I'll tell you now, I've not got myself on vinyl yet, but I do. That's the mission for this year, is this big body of work we're creating. It deserves a vinyl, I think, yeah, at the end of the year. So watch this space.
A little bit of plastic.
What's that? What have I seen that? Is it elasto? Do you know what? Do you know what I mean? Elasto plastic.
I think
vinyl. It's like
mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get like 20 vinyls, but it's not like real vinyl. I think it's like a rubber thing, is it?
It's like a regular.
It is.
Couple of minutes. What would you say?
I would say.
Is it something that Diggler did?
I don't know. The Doors, The End.
Well, I'll be out the band there. See you later.
I don't know. It's
not quick enough for me. It's not quick enough.
Yeah, it's not. It's not quick. I don't know.
Yeah, you like the Doors, don't you? You like the Doors.
I like the Doors. I like all the darker sort of music, really.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have a. If you're going to do a cover, I mean, I won't fancy doing Mr. Brightside or.
This is the young.
Yeah, I'd like something that's a bit so we could experiment with. Yeah, a bit darker and 12 minutes long. You know,
it's long time.
Yeah.
So finally, what then do you think that music lovers who are already into Shines but maybe are coming across Shines for sort of like the first time, what can they expect to see from you, for the rest of 2026? What are the plans?
That's it. I'm done. See you later.
Shitload of music, I think. We've already committed to like a release schedule, so you can expect a lot of music from us this year.
Just keep going. Just keep doing it.
And yeah, we'll have a look at it at the end of next year. Maybe we might need to have 6 months off to go make an album. You never know, but
nah,
I don't think so. I enjoy this process, and this is the whole point of it. I mean, this year I wanted to submit lots of music and I mean, I love making something from scratch. That's my favourite thing.
Think of Richard. He can write a song quicker than an Uber comes. You know what I mean? Honestly, you can write a song in like 10 minutes. That's where the process comes. It
takes me a lot longer than that.
It doesn't.
It does. I mean, it does to an extent. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not. I think we can always come across as we're not taking it seriously, and I do feel the weight of that. Like, look at these lads from Grimsby; they're not taking it seriously. You know, we've seen a lot of these podcasts, and we I'd just like to think that we do take the music serious. Although we don't take everything else so seriously.
Yeah.
I do take the music serious. You know, what we give to you as a song, I do think about it. You know, and I do hope it means something to you, like you'll have your own take on it as something for you, you know. We always come across as like we're having a laugh and not taking it serious, and we're not. You know, we're not. But the actual music itself, when you hear the song and it's finished and we say, you know, yeah, release that, then that's serious, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it's serious. It is.
Yeah, no, I totally get where you're coming from and that, and I think that does come across, you know, with the music, because you know, I think if it came across that it wasn't being taken seriously, I think you'd probably be found out pretty quick, and people just wouldn't listen. But
Yeah.
people clearly are listening. You know, John Kennedy, obviously we mentioned earlier, and I think that is coming across, and I think that's backed up as well with, you know, with the numbers as well that you're starting to build up, you know, on your Spotify, and obviously all the engagement as well on the social media side of things, as well, and long may that continue, because I personally really like what you're doing, so I'm sure as well that there's more that are out there that already are, and more in the future as well. But look, Richie and Chris, that brings us to the end of episode 174 of the This Is the Music Meets podcast. Thank you both for coming on, and sharing the Shine story and everything else that you've got going on across the rest of 2026. But before I do let you go, could one of you very kindly let the This Is the Music listeners know where they can find Shines on social media?
xhamster.com/shines.
No.
Shines. Just type it, fucking type in
Shines,
Grimsby.
Instagram,
You're on it.
Facebook, X.
I don't do X.
Yeah.
No, I do Instagram, and it'll like
TikTok,
posts on
all social
Facebook.
media platforms. You can
Yeah, you can find us.
you type Shines and you'll see us.
What do they say?
If you type Shines in Google, you might get what's his name from The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny.
No, it's to suck eggs, isn't it? You can't teach someone how to suck. Everyone knows how they'll find us. I'm sure.
If you want to find us,
They'll see this and be like, oh my god.
Yeah. And our followers will probably run about 100 tomorrow or whenever this goes out. But we want you back, please. We're just being human.
Brilliant.
Can I just say we've never done a podcast before.
Can you tell? You're drinking cider out of coffee cups. What's all that about?
We thought this was a good disguise, but
We're beginning slowly
it
drinking.
started bad and got progressively worse.
Yeah. We're slowly getting drunk while you've been interviewing us.
No, look. Well, first of all, thank you for coming on. You know, anyway, to the podcast, much appreciated. And also as well, thank you for being your first podcast that you've come on here. Really appreciate it. And I've really enjoyed it. I think it's been a really good laugh, and
Been a laugh, hasn't it?
yeah. No, look, we're going back to what you were just saying. You can't really take life too seriously, right? You've got to have a bit of a laugh and a joke along the way. Whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah.
I mean, there's a load of things you can get asked to do in the week. Like, we do this or we do that, and you think, oh god, can't be asked to do any of that. But being in a band is bloody hell. It's all right, isn't it?
You drop
Yeah.
I said to him tonight. I said this morning, I went, we've got to do that podcast today. And he went, yeah, it'd be all right.
There you go.
8 cans. It's an excuse.
There you go. I too.
I'm only 8. I'm disappointed.
It's a laugh, innit? You can't moan about stuff like this being on a podcast. I mean, of course we've got time for it, haven't we? It's all right. It's a laugh, innit?
Brilliant. Well, look, I'm really pleased that you both enjoyed it. Thanks again for coming on. We might put the links to your social media in the episode bio,
That'll be easy, I reckon.
yeah, or just search for you on Google. Just don't press the shining. But look, thanks again.
Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny.
That's going to be the next t-shirt, the next gig. Here's Johnny Shines.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, excellent. We've done it. There you go. We'll copyright that as well. Look, thanks again for coming on the podcast, and good luck as well with those gigs that we mentioned earlier on that you've got coming up as well. And I know definitely I'll be keeping an eye out for what you've got coming up.
Thanks for having us on, Mark, because I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, spot on.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 174 of the This Is The Music Meets podcast with Shines. Don't forget to check out the band's new single, Late for Days, which is absolutely fantastic. And if you needed any more convincing, it has already been championed by John Kennedy on his Exposure show. Don't forget, Shines releasing the B-side to Late for Days, The Falling of the Horse, on the 8th of May. Do go and check out their socials for all of that information. If, of course, you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any brand new episodes. And if you're enjoying the podcast, I'd love to hear from you. So do please leave a comment. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you very soon for another This Is The Music Meets podcast. And remember, the future is bright. The future is indie.